Greetings, good morning from Alberta, and I just wanted to say, Premier Danielle Smith, good job. Hat tip, ma'am. I watched what you had to say the other day about protecting children, and I thought what you said was reasonable. And you still left an outlet for children who do need help to get help. So I thought that was really good. But it's been interesting watching the media and the left in general just freak out about this. So I wanted to do some math. So they say in Alberta, there's about 7,000 people that identify as transsexual, with the majority of those being adults. So we're talking about kids here. And I'm not minimizing anyone's suffering or the problems they're going through. If someone needs help, I hope that helps there for them to get it. But we're talking about the overall protecting of children. And so let's just say I'm gonna overestimate here. So there's 7,000 in Alberta, with the majority being adults. But I'm gonna cut that in half and say 3,500 children that identify as trans in Alberta, out of a population of 4.7 million. So I've overestimated that number. So 3,500 of 4.7 million is 0.074%. So that's less than 1/10 of 1% of the Alberta population. And the problem is in the schools, they are pushing this ideology and adult sexual ideas on children, 100% of the children, while talking about less than 1/10 of 1%. Now that's not to minimize those kids who might need some help. But the way the media is freaking out is ridiculous. And a handful of those children, unfortunately, unalive themselves, as does a portion of all segments of society. And it's just weird to me to see the government use that as a defense. They want to protect children. They don't want children or anyone to unalive themselves. But then on the other hand, the Canadian government has helped like 40 or 45,000 people unalive themselves with the MAID program. So on one hand, they're using it as a defense to protect a handful of people while helping tens of thousands of people end their lives. And it just doesn't make sense to me. So, children have such a short time to be children, and that time is getting shorter and shorter. When I was a kid, we didn't walk around with cell phones and the internet in our pocket. And we didn't have these things forced upon us. And we had a different childhood. But, they have the majority of their lives to have adult issues and adult problems. And what I want to end this on is a question. If you're watching this and you're an adult, how many times do you get up in the day and you have a desire to talk to children who aren't yours about your sexual identity, their sexual identity, gender, pronouns, all these things that they're pushing on kids? What adult has that desire? Well, they're the ones that are upset right now. Something to think about. You folks have a good day. Good job, Danielle Smith. Thank you, ma'am.